Hello, Gaskin here. Today I'm going to do a new video showing you the latest vinyl records that I've bought. These are all mostly from shops, only a couple from a car boot sale. I've got my ring light there, as you can see in the telly. The rubbish one I got off Amazon because it's easier to have than my one that's right over the drum kit, and bringing that massive thing over here, so apologies for that. Hopefully you'll be able to see all the records okay. If the light gets in the way, apologies in advance. I just wanted to show you what things I've got. I know a lot of my students like these videos, like to check out new bands, and I give them recommendations anyway, but if there's other people that are trying to get new things to listen to, I know I always do. I love watching videos like this. I follow a lot on YouTube that do record kind of things. I just thought it'd be cool to show you me making my collection bigger. I'm getting quite into it now, and as I said before, my plan is to start having listening parties with my students. That's why I'm buying these records, really, to show my students the amazing musicians and amazing drummers that they can check out, and these amazing recordings. So the first one, this was from our local record store in Newark, the amazing Vinyl Attraction, and this is Steely Dan 2 Against Nature. It's the record store day one, the exclusive, and I can't remember how much it was. I'm going to say either 25 or 30 pounds, so I can't remember. The reason I got this, it's got some amazing drummers on it. Sonny Emery, Keith Carlock and a couple of others. Phenomenal performances on this, and as you can imagine with Steely Dan, the production is absolutely amazing. It sounds great through these speakers, so I'm really happy with this. It's on 180 gram vinyl. Not that that matters to me because I need a better turntable, but for now it'll do. And yeah, can't wait for everybody to hear this, all my students. It's an absolutely amazing record. It sounds so good. Brilliant performances on it, and as I said, the production is absolutely amazing. And like I say, I got that from Vinyl Attraction in Newark, which is a local record store. Absolutely amazing store. If you are local and you haven't been there, definitely go there. It's really good. He has great stock. It's all really well organised. He can get anything for you, basically. It's really cool. The next one that I got, now this was from a little record store in Skegness. You know how it is, you're in Skeg Vegas, having a little ice cream, some fish and chips with the missus, having a nice day out. And there's a nice little new precinct thing there that used to be a department store that they've now turned into loads of little independent shops, and one of those shops is a little record shop. It's brilliant. There's a funny story with this. The guy there looks exactly like Ronnie Wood, the spitting image. I don't know whether he's modelled himself on him or whether he's a doppelganger, but he looks exactly like him. And the shop's amazing. There's no organisation. You just have to flick through everything. It's like a proper crate digger store. It's great fun. I said to him, "You got any jazz records, mate?" He's like, "No." Just no. All just classic rock. Absolutely amazing. He did have some poppier stuff, but definitely no jazz. You'd be really lucky to find some. He had some really nice live concert DVDs and books there as well. That was cool, but there was nothing I needed really. And yeah, I don't know whether it was subconscious, but this album has got Ronnie Wood on it. The reason I got this actually is when we're doing the recording for Dave Simpson, the album, we obviously stayed at his house for a few days, had a great time, and a lot of the time was spent on YouTube, you know, just sharing music with each other, and as musicians do, as band members do. And one of the concerts we watched was the Jeff Beck live at Ronnie Scott's. We watched quite a few bits of that, which is absolutely amazing if you haven't checked it out. Vinnie Colaiuta on drums, Tal Winkelfeld, I think you say, I can't remember, I never say her name right, on bass. Absolutely phenomenal. And obviously Jeff Beck, such a good concert. So yeah, I got this Jeff Beck group, and it's live on air 1967. The reason I got it is Ainsley Dunbar on drums, who is one of the most underrated drummers of all time. Massive fan of him. He's played with everybody, from Zappa to the early Whitesnake stuff. He's had such an amazing career. So I really want to hear him playing with the Jeff Beck group back in the day. It's got Rod Stewart on it, Ronnie Wood. It's absolutely amazing. And I didn't even realise when I bought it, this was £20. But it says it's limited edition, hand numbered, 180 gram coloured vinyl, full colour insert, which it has. And yeah, I didn't realise it was coloured vinyl, but it's on a nice red vinyl. The Steely Dan one's on black, and it is 180 gram as well. Look at that. Really nice. Oh, it's even got the thing on there. put it back now. And yeah, it says hand numbered, and it's number 9 of 1,000. I need to check that out. Probably another bootleg, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's too well done. It's got a little sticker and everything. So we shall see. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, either way, even if it is a bootleg, I don't care. I'm really happy with that. Looking forward to listening to it. Looking forward to hearing Ainsley Dunbar on drums in this setting. It's going to be really cool. Now the next two, I got off a car boot sale. These are for me. They're not for my students to listen to really. The last two are more for my students. These two are just for my own listening pleasure. Yeah, my students definitely ain't going to want to listen to this, I don't think. But I'm a massive Frank Zappa fan. I've got this one on CD, but it's just cool to have it on vinyl. Not the best version, but it is the original Discreet Records one, 1979. And it is Frank Zappa Orchestral Favourites. I actually really like his orchestral stuff. It's really interesting because I'm a drummer. A lot of his stuff was really percussion influenced. He's really influenced by drums and percussion. He has a lot of that. I know he likes the planets and things like that. They're some of his influences. So his orchestral stuff's great to me. I really love it. Hello, there might be a little cutscene there because my battery just ran out on my camera. The old school pro that I am. Yeah, I was talking about this, Orchestral Favourites, Frank Zappa. I've got it on CD, absolutely amazing record. And as I said, this is more for me, not for my students to listen to. This is just something for my collection. And this was £10, really happy with it. It's on the original Discreet Recordings. And yeah, I'm a big fan of his orchestral stuff, I like it, so I'm looking forward to hearing that again. I haven't listened to it in a while. Should be good, I love that artwork. So cool, isn't it? Just a nice, another little Frank Zappa to add to my collection. Oh, you can't see on this now, I've changed the angle, but just there I've got my little Zappa section on my records. Now the next one, this was off the same guy. He wanted £25 for it, but I paid him 20. Haggling, like bargain on at the car boot sale. I said, excuse me, are your prices fixed or have you got a little bit of leeway? Oh, I've got a little bit of leeway. It's great. Can I have this for 20 quid? Yeah, of course you can. Lovely. And this is, you ready for this? This is definitely for me and not for my students. Although some of them would be into this actually. Cradle of Filth. Darkly, Darkly, Venus Abersa. Now, I've not even heard of this, but I like Cradle of Filth. Big fan. There's a guitar player actually, Richard, who I'm friends with. I don't think I've played any gigs with him. I've played a couple of songs with him once at a gig. But he's actually the current guitarist in Cradle of Filth, amazing guitar player, does a lot of theatre shows. This is before he was in the band. And this one's pretty cool. It's a limited edition again, like the other one. And this is number 1352 out of 2000. Oh, why won't you focus? There we go. So I had to do that then. I had to poke my head underneath to make sure I can see it's recording. Amazing. What a pro. And this is great. This is again 180 gram coloured vinyl. You get a blue one, side A. Oh, it's amazing inside as well. Look at that. Sorry about the ring light. Really good quality. And yeah, side A is on blue vinyl. Side B is on red vinyl. Blood red, of course. And with Cradle of Filth, you know what you're getting. This is Danny Filth's vocals, amazing metal music, absolutely love it. I was really into the older stuff, that's why I haven't checked out this newer bits. I checked out the new albums that Rich is on, that I really like as well, and I like all their stuff to be honest, so this is going to be great. Just for me, can you imagine me sat here listening to Cradle of Filth, rocking out, take my hat off, get my hair out, headbang, absolutely love it. But come on, my taste in music's mental, innit? I'm just looking now. I'll do a recap at the end of these ones that I've just bought. Insane. It's really cool that you get to see that though. So yeah, if you're into that kind of music, if you're into like metal, Cradle of Filth are great. They are a great band, it's got to be said. There's there's a lot of good metal bands out there, but I really like them. And as I said, that was £20. And that one and the Zappa one are just for me, that's not for my students. They're just going to go in my collection and just for my own pleasure, for me to listen to. And then on to the last one. The last one I've got. This is such a good album. Absolutely insane album. And I've got great memories of this. When I started at one of my schools, the head of music was a guy called Tom Watkins, who's a really good friend of mine now. I've done some recording work for him. And he's since moved to Kuala Lumpur. There's a new head of music at the school now that's also really cool. I get on with him, amazing. But this album will always remind me of Tom, because, you know, with other musicians you talk about albums and stuff, and I believe I introduced him to this. I don't think he'd heard it. And musicians, we've heard everything, pretty much. You go down these rabbit holes late at night. If you're into a wide variety of music, like a lot of us are, especially at this kind of level, you've kind of got to listen to lots of different things. To get a new album like that, that's mind-blowing like this one is, it must have been really cool for him. And I know he went to see him in concert, he got absolutely obsessed with it. We played a concert where we did songs of this, from this album actually, with some of his really, really good students at the school. It was a lot of fun. I was double drumming with one of my students at the time, which is what they did. It was great fun. And I can't wait for my students to hear this and start to get into it. Amazing drummers on this. Ronald Brunner Jr. is the main one. He's got Thundercat on bass. The other drummer is Tony Austin, who's amazing. Yeah, it's such a good band. Brandon Coleman on keyboards. Amazing. This is Marty Washington, the Epic. So good. If you're into your jazz and craziness, I mean, this is such a bold album. It's called The Epic, volumes 1, 2 and 3. And you know a guy's confident when he calls his album The Epic and his first song is Change of the Guard. He's basically saying out with the old, in with me. Kamasi Washington is amazing. And if you've never heard of Kamasi Washington, he's an amazing saxophone player. He's played on things like, if you've heard the Kendrick Lamar album To Pimp a Butterfly, of course you have, who hasn't? That shows you how wide ranging my taste in music is. He's all over that. It's such a good player, such a good band. This group of musicians is other level, absolutely amazing. This was expensive. It was £39.99, £40, but it's worth it. This box set's amazing. I've nearly bought it a few times. This was from HMV, by the way. This Kamasi Washington, the Epic. I got it from HMV in, was it in Nottingham? Yeah, HMV in Nottingham. They had it in a couple of other HMVs before, and it's been slowly selling out. They all only had 1 or 2 copies, and I was trying to get it before, and I just didn't pull the trigger. I thought £40 a lot of money, and then I regretted it each time. And I texted Tom, I said, should I just buy it on vinyl? Because you can get it all on Spotify, and through these speakers it sounds good. But it's not the same experience, is it? You've got to have it on vinyl. I'll be listening to this for years to come, and it is such a beautiful record. There's so much music on this, on these 3. It's like 3 albums in one, pretty much. It's absolutely amazing. Look how cool they are. If I could ever be half as cool as that, that'd be absolutely epic. Epic. See what I did there? So yeah, this was $39.99, and if you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. If you're into jazz, it is a phenomenal record. It's a really nice box set as well. I don't think you can see that with my light on and my camera doesn't focus. I hate this camera. Focus on my face, look. touch it. No, doesn't do anything. Never mind. But it's got a red, a black and a gold one. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. It's a really nice box set, so I'm happy to have this and happy to be able to play it to my students. If one of my students goes down a Ronald Brunner Jr. rabbit hole and starts to see how good that guy is, it's definitely worth it. Right, so that's it. Crazy range of music. We've gone from Steely Dan to Jeff Beck in the 60s, to Frank Zappa orchestral stuff, to Cradle of Filth metal, to Marty Washington jazz. That's where I'm at right now. That's what my record collection is like. Everything. I just love music. Love discovering it. Can't wait to listen to all of these. Some of them I've obviously listened to before. I've listened to the Zappa one, I've listened to Steely Dan one now, I've listened to the Epic loads of times. So it's only really the Cradle of Filth one and the Jeff Beck one that's new to me. I can't wait to hear that with Angel Dunbar. And Cradle of Filth, you know exactly what you're getting. You can tell just by the cover what you're getting. So it's going to be amazing. Thanks a lot for watching this. Hopefully you find it informative and interesting. If you have any questions about any of these records or anything else that I'm into, or you have any recommendations for things for me to check out, please let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. That's what I meant to say, innit? Hopefully this has been good. See you next time. Bye.